We're now on to part 3, the final part of our NC500 journey. So we've just left Loch Marie and we're heading towards the Wee campsite on Loch Carron. You're about to see us parked at Coed Dub car park, very famous car park for deer spotting. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see any while we were there, but Google does show you that there are a lot of opportunities at the right time of year. On our way to Loch Carron, we were able to stop at Loch Torridon, pull into an off-road space and get the paddleboard out and enjoy a bit of time in Loch Torridon. And then, as we've passed through Shieldaig, we're going to come to the second part of the detour if you are travelling with a larger vehicle. So you're going to hit this bend on the A896 just as you've come through Shieldaig, and you're not going to take the right turn. It does signal that the NC500 is that way, but if you were to take the right turn and head towards the Applecross town, you would eventually hit this sign that says that the route ahead isn't suitable for larger vehicles. So instead of taking that right, we're going to carry on straight. So we arrived at the Wee campsite, which has an amazing view just straight out the front of the caravan on Loch Carron. Approximately 1 hour and 20 minutes from Loch Marie campsite to here if we hadn't have stopped. The facilities are very, very basic here, but I think we only paid about £20 for the night, so it was extremely cheap, and it is kind of just a self-service. They've got a little honesty box if the owner doesn't catch you to collect the payment while he's there. The only thing to be aware of is the steep incline and decline in and out of the campsite, which this video doesn't quite do it justice, but you can see the back end of the caravan sort of just nearly hitting the bend as we come out of the site. And here's a very honest review of taking an older vehicle on the NC500. We did have quite a steep incline and the car did seem to be overheating, so we did pull in, we did let it cool down before we carried on with our journey. So the main route of the NC500 kind of loops back round to Inverness from here, but we were obviously heading home towards Wigan, so we decided to stop at Bunroy Caravan Park in Fort William, and this is where we've kind of left the NC500 route and we're starting to head downwards again. This was also a really great campsite. The pictures were really large, it's just that there was quite a narrow entry and exit to the campsite, so that's just something to be wary of. But there was also a lovely river running behind it where we were able to do some more fishing. We went into Fort William Town Centre for the evening to get some food and have a few drinks, and I really need to recommend this Sunny Sports Bar, because every single pub and bar on the main high street was so busy. We couldn't get in with the dog, half of them weren't dog friendly, but we walked behind the main high street and found Sunny Sports Bar, dog friendly. Everyone was so lovely. We got to play some pool and some darts and have a drink and relax. And if you are here for a bit longer, the Jacobite steam train actually leaves from Fort William and it goes around Glenfinnan Viaduct and some really cool Harry Potter scenes and just some beautiful scenery in Scotland. We ended our last night just at Gretna Green services for the night, and then we took a drive into Gretna Green We had some food and drink at the Gretna Inn, watched the Newcastle match. The dog is a sucker for a pub. He gets so much attention in this one. We've been a few times because we actually got married at Gretna Green, so we had a little wander around there as well. It was nice to see it again. And then the next morning we were up early and heading home towards Wigan again. And that brings us to the end of our NC500 journey. Thank you very much for watching.